Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I have done my administration's behind the scenes stuff. I've gone out there and posted up my own chat so that, folks know I am here. I know I tell y'all I'm on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'm pretty consistent with it. However, folk, got stuff to do. And there's a whole lot of places to be in these YouTube streets, especially with some of the foolishness that's going on. Hey, Miss Pamela, especially y'all with this with this Derek Jackson situation, sir. Your stuff is just all out there. So this doctor that he allegedly forced to have a procedure done to terminate the life, of a child that she was carrying. Well, she has surfaced. Shouts out to Tasha K. On that. And we're seeing all kinds of stuff in regards to the wife's, reactions. Child. It's crazy. So I don't know how he's going to handle this stuff. Sir, I don't know how you're going to handle this. It seems like your life is crashing down again around you. And, so let's talk about what we know. What we know. What we know is that there are multiple women and that Mr. Jackson is a serial cheater. That's what we know. He's admitted to cheating. I don't need to be alleged about it. He says he's cheated. So I don't have to allegedly say he's cheated. Now, I might have to allegedly say who he allegedly cheated with, but we know he's cheated. The surgeon, exactly, the doctor. I talked about this last week in D. Durrell's chat. I did. I told him that there was a doctor out there who allegedly had terminated pregnancy. Well, she spoke for herself. So she terminated a pregnancy that allegedly was Derek Jackson's child. And he was still communicating with said doctor, allegedly, up until December, y'all. Now, he's put a gag order on said doctor, so she can't even say anything else. So that tells you that he clearly must have been involved with her. So I guess it's not alleged. He's a snake in the grass, y'all. I'm telling you, he's a snake in the grass. And then I told you guys, well, no, I didn't say, his wife has an Instagram, okay? I've gone to her Instagram. Her Instagram is nothing but about the Lord and about her awful childhood of being abusive. She was in an abusive situation as a child. And she has colorist issues, which are crazy because I think these colorist issues that she has, yeah, he met her last year. He's a skank. He is a freaking skank, y'all. Dude is a skank of the worst kind. So y'all, we know that there are going to be more women to fall out of the woodwork unless he gets to them. Now, he did go to this one and told her not to talk to any bloggers. Guess she didn't listen to him. Man, he's scared. But his wife has some issues. Shouts out to Chrissy. Chrissy did a video today as well. And brought up some of this stuff that you see in the wife's post. She seems to think that his preference is chocolate women. Now, she's not high yellow. She's not that light skinned. I mean, she's like tan, I guess. But she seems to have an issue with darker women. Maybe because her husband has cheated on her with some beautiful dark-skinned women. And it also seems, according to Chrissy, that at one point in her relationship with him, that she consensually shared him, allegedly. Now, I'm going to assume that that everything she's talking about in regards to the man on her Instagram and whatnot, it's him, because she's known him since she was 19 years old. Personally, I think that he is her first. And I think she's soul tied to this dude. I think she's soul tied to him. And now the doctor alleged that Mr. Jackson is abusive and that he had tried to be abusive with her. So now, if he's done that with someone he just met, all during this time that he was supposedly getting right with the Lord. That's why I said what I said last night, that he does not appear to be contrite. So I don't know, the way he coming across is still as arrogant as whatever. No humility, because you out here still doing it, Mr. Jackson. And I don't know how the wife is gonna handle this as more and more bodies start to pop up. How y'all think she gonna handle this as more bodies pop up? In the church, the women are falling out. Child. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what kind of church she goes to. I don't know if maybe she's at what's the one where they don't wear makeup? Holiness. Seventh-day Adventist too, but maybe she was brought up in the holiness, where they don't wear a whole lot of makeup. But also they don't wear pants. And she clearly has had on pants. She dressed like she's in battle and stuff. With the little berets on. That look like bonnets. He said he's a converted narcissist. Well, he has not converted from his narcissism. He's still messing with women in 2021. Boy, bye. And he's young. They young. We talk about young folk. And when I mean young, I mean he's in his 30s. He has to be under 35. If 12 years ago they were 19, she was 19 when they met. We talking about, and he's an ex-football player. He's a nice looking dude. I'm gonna give him that. He's not particularly my taste, but he's a nice looking dude. But I don't like arrogant men, so and I've always thought that he was a snake in the grass. I just knew that it would eventually happen, that we would all know about it. When we all found out he was married a couple of years ago, I said, And and he didn't have like a model, fashion model for a wife. She's a beautiful woman, but she's, beautiful by, like normal standards. She's not like a model, type of chick. And clearly she grew up in the church, or she's been in the church for a very long time. However, and y'all please don't judge me for saying this, she was clearly not too far into the church that she didn't engage in premarital sex with this dude, because we know that she did not wait until 2016 when they got married to suddenly then have he's not the type of dude that will be in and out of a relationship with a girl who wasn't with him. I think he was her first, and she soul tied him, and she can't be blind to the fact that this man is still cheating on her. She can't be blind to that. Now, in the middle of the world on fire, this Regent had the audacity to be out there doing the do. Could not think with his other member. Like, come on. Could not. And then some of the stuff that the doctor was saying this man has done since she met him last October, like sending her pictures of him performing acts on himself with his hand in the car. I'm trying to be as clean as possible because I don't want to have to put this as an 18 and over, you know, even though nobody under 18 pretty much, other than, you know, my one mod. But Cat at Hearts is almost 18. But anyway, I think. But it's a trip. She has all these issues from her childhood. She seems to have issues with women that are chocolate. Chrissy brought up the fact that she said something about hating the color of her own daughter's skin. Apparently, you know, because her daughter is chocolate like her daddy. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when they were on the video, when they did their live and stuff, she didn't go when their daughter started complaining, she didn't go get the daughter. He did. Now, I would hope she doesn't have any issues with the color of her own child's skin. And it's crazy because Chrissy said something about in her video that many of us would rather have a chocolate son than a dark-skinned daughter. We'd rather have our son be dark-skinned than have a dark-skinned daughter. Like, do we think that it's more desirable to have a son with chocolate skin? I personally, you know, people like Lupita Nyong'o, beautiful, you know. But, you know, our issues, as I spoke of them in my Colorism Coffee Talk series, go check it out, Colorism. I talked about this, about us having an issue with African features. And typically, the darker we are, the more African our features appear. Many times. But not my family. Let me just say that. All the chocolate people in my family don't have African features. You know, my brother got the good hair. Okay? And then he has an Indian-like nose. We all have very high cheekbones. And we don't have bell pepper noses. And we got a whole bunch of chocolate people in our family. Creole. You know, but this colorism thing, the wife is obsessed, has an obsession with darker skinned women. I'm like, did a darker skinned woman do something to you? Because your husband, he sleeps with women of all shades. So why do you just have an issue? So you just have an issue with him sleeping with darker skinned women? Is that it? Is that where it is, ma'am? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm sure she probably did find him, you know, pleasing himself with somebody else on his phone. You know, because, you know, hence the reason why dude would do all his videos in his car. He didn't do his videos in his car because, you know, he didn't want you to see what his house looked like or anything. Nah, he didn't want his wife to hear how he was talking to people. And he didn't want us to see her. Now she's making it sound like she didn't really want to be out there. Okay. You know, like Chrissy said, I bet that either they're gonna rebrand his channel into a couples channel and talk about the other side of cheating, and that's gonna be their new brand. Of course, as soon as he stops cheating, see, this is my issue. This is why I, as a believer in the Most High, cannot stand it when these individuals use the Most High. And then apparently homeboy has some kind of deal with TD Jakes. Makes me want to give TD Jakes the side eye. Let me say that. I remember when TD Jakes was really about it. I mean, people were flocking to him. I'm not saying that they're not flocking to him now, because they still are. But hey, Jack, but I think he's missing it. He got to deal with this fool. You getting the side eye. Stop putting religion in this. And we all noticed that. I don't know. Y'all might not have noticed it, but those of us who really are, believers, notice that. Did y'all see this man put a Bible out? Where's he getting his message from? Is it just coming from the sky? If you truly believe. Snake. Yeah, there's something wrong with his wife. I'm telling you, this is on her Instagram, Jack. I went on her Instagram. She don't have it's not a full, but she's got a few pictures on there. There's a couple with him sprinkled here and there, but mainly she's talking about all her stuff. And then she's come back and explained why she's not dressing up, because, that's not her ministry. Her ministry is about whatever it's about, because I'm still not clear on that. Is your ministry to be a mat for this man? Is your ministry to allow him to continue to disrespect you at the same time that he is telling the world that y'all are on the other side, that you're in the next chapter? Well, apparently you're not, because women are still coming out the woodwork saying they talked to him last week. They talked to him last week. Oh yeah, and the surgeon is, of course, she's a chocolate sister. Don't be hating on us brown skin girls. Brown skin girls. But she knew what she was getting into. She knew that there was a wife. He fed her the same old mess that he feeding everybody else. They haven't been together. Now he told her that they had been separated for over a year, and that he had no contact with his wife. Now, who believes that he don't have no contact with his wife, but she got his 2 kids? No. That's like my head screws on and off. Tell me anything. I'm like, stop it. Exactly, Jack. That's what I'm saying. That he used to. And this is not me throwing any judgment or anything. I used to, be a staunch supporter of TD Jakes and the Potter's House. I have family that were members and probably still are members of the Potter's House. Okay, but this man is he's a cheater. He's an adulterer. and you're going to go into a deal with him allegedly right after he's coming out of this stuff. No, he needs to do some more work behind closed doors, not on YouTube, because he still has a problem. He does not honor his freaking marriage. And I bet you they don't have a prenup. And she's known him since he was nothing, had nothing. And they got 2 kids. You know, but Danisha, next time, put his butt out. Girl, don't be leaving the mansion or the house. You don't leave the house and go sleep on somebody's couch, sleep on your parents' couch, whatever it was you were doing to prove a point. Put his butt out. Let him be out. Then he can really be out in his car. And I'm not talking about leaving your husband, because you know I'm not about divorce if you can help it. But at this particular point, it doesn't sound like he is really truly for the marriage. How can he be this week, but last week he was talking to a mistress? This is all I'm saying. And I know she has to see all this stuff that's going on. I mean, she can't be blind to everything that's falling out on YouTube. And he can't spread them gag orders around fast enough. Some of that stuff is gonna get out before he can gag the no pun intended the females he was involved with. The forgotten Full Force member. Yeah, he do look like one of them Full Force dudes. You know, thinking he all that with his muscles and stuff. But dude, here's my thing. See, this is my thing. When I'm talking about being high earning versus high value, this Regin is not a high value man. He is a high earner with dusty behavior. Dusty behavior. And he's busy telling these women about the type of man they shouldn't get with. You're telling them not to get with a man like you, dude. He's telling them to not get with a man like him. Jack, I swear I thought I had modded you, dude. I thought I had modded you before, so I just gave you one now because I thought you were modded. Hey, AKA James. Let me see what you're saying, Miss Pamela. This dude is a serial cheater, though, Miss Pamela. It's not okay. I cheated once. Forgive me. No, he has cheated the entire relationship with this girl before they got married and after they got married. He has. And she left, according to her. And she, according to her, stayed gone until she saw a shift. Well, what shift did you see, honey? Because we're not seeing the same shift. We're not seeing no shift. Dude couldn't have possibly shifted himself and given himself over to the Most High if he is still out there messing with other women. You know, I mean, do you guys have an open marriage? You know, because that's not according to the Bible. So, you know. She has issues, though. I think she has self-image issues because she talked about, I think she must have seen some videos and tapes of maybe him with other women. I'm telling you. She tried, because she talks about in her Instagram, she talked about, trying to stunt like these other women and how it didn't work for her and how she could never be like them. How? See, I don't have no issues with who I am. I know I'm cute. Derek, he needs to advertise his skills. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, Mr. Derek Jackson. You can do all that stuff you're doing right now. But when you hit them 40s, sir, and when you hit them 50s, you're going to be saying, dang, I wish I hadn't wasted all that sperm. Because you're going to need it when you get older, and you're going to have to get you a little blue pill. I mean, it don't even make no sense. He has no discrimination with his body. And clearly he's raw dogging it. Otherwise, the doctor would not have allegedly gotten pregnant. He may have only done oral with this other chick, but I don't know if anyone getting pregnant unless you did the do. So, and I'm sure that it's not just her, because other chick, if she had video in the bedroom and all of that stuff, come on, man, stop it. And all I can say is, dude, Tasha is going to just continue to put your stuff out there. And we are just going to watch your stuff burn right now. And I know the manosphere is just over there just loving this, because they've always said that this dude was a snake. And those of us women with some intelligence knew this man was a snake as well. But now the world knows he's a snake. And do you know this man even made Entertainment Tonight? Not in the United States. No, in Canada. With his foolishness. This foolishness has made it off of social media onto... I'm done. This foolishness. And he trying to clean his brand up so fast, but I told y'all he did a reaction video to his own daggone video. You narcissist. If that is not a narcissist, who does a reaction to their own freaking video? Like, what the hell? Dude has narcissistic ways. Wait a minute. My phone is about to die. All right, I gotta plug my phone in. It's about to die. Y'all are not on the phone, but I'm in the chat on the phone. I knocked over my paintbrushes. Pick those up. Yeah, this dude is he's all over his little thing. I personally think, that him being exposed and all of this stuff is probably going to make him bigger for some people. It's probably going to hurt him in the short run. But I bet you it's not going to hurt him in the long run if this woman stays with him and continues to put up with this stuff. And if he's better able to hide his, indiscretions going forward. Don't y'all go buy that man's book. I don't care if it is 50% off, like he said last night. That's like Steve Harvey writing that book. You're going to tell us all this stuff because this is who you are. Snake in the grass he is. Oh, I know she's coming back with some more stuff, but some of her stuff is going to Patreon. And I love Tasha, but I'm not paying. I'm not paying for Patreon. I'm sorry. I can't afford her Patreon. Sorry. I'm not on anybody's Patreon at this particular point. So I'll just wait. I'll just see the stuff that she does release that's not on Patreon. And I'm going to continue to watch how the wife is doing. I think that there needs to be some serious counseling. Don't go to Mr. TD Jakes. He is not the person to go to. This whole situation looks like it's a money grab. He's gonna turn his lemons into lemonade. Don't be surprised if she don't come out with a book. Or they don't come out with a book together, talking about this. And then he'll be hawking at us. She says she's going to be more on his channel. Let me see. I don't know. Has he done anything else today? I don't even know. Because y'all know I don't follow that man. I don't follow him, I don't follow him at all. Nah, he ain't been on YouTube. He ain't been on YouTube since yesterday when he did that freaking reaction video. But if I were him, I would just keep my mouth shut for a minute, I'd just be quiet. I wouldn't say nothing. I just, keep it on the low. And stop coming out here trying to sell those freaking books. Like, dude, go sit down somewhere. Yeah, that's what he said yesterday. He was 50% off. I can't with him. See, now this is just going to make more and more people follow that other dude. Now, there's another guy that does stuff, but he don't be talking about the same stuff. The one with the dreadlocks. And I think he just got married. I think he used to be a football player too. I hope he don't go down the same path of a Derek Jackson. This is like, all right, Kevin Samuels, you next, dude. They gonna be pulling your chain soon. They're gonna be pulling your chain soon. I mean, he doesn't even have his YouTube channel. I mean, it's big, but I mean, he's not like at 1 million or anything like that. Ironically, Tasha K's channel is bigger than his. How funny is that? And she did that live tonight. That girl had like 36,000 people in her live. The chat was just flying. I didn't even say anything. I was just listening. I just listened. Yeah, throwing themselves at him and him having no control. Because I mean, he did what he wanted to do. He, hey, Tiger did too. Tiger did too. Did the same old thing. I don't know why these, these men get with these women, with these side chicks, and think that these side chicks are not going to say something. Man, they all, eventually somebody gonna say something. Somebody gonna say something. Especially when you going around here, spouting all this stuff, and they know the hypocrite that you are. Ciao. Apparently last year, or a couple of months ago, the doctor was afraid to say anything, but now she done. It's gonna just be more and more, And then, y'all, we have the Gary Owens situation. I'm like, dang, Gary. Dang. We let you in the clubhouse. We let you in the clubhouse because you were treating Kenya right. And Kenya is done. His wife is done. Hey, Tehran. Yeah. Gary Owens' wife is done. They have been together for 23 years. Married for 18. I think they have 3 kids. Done. And he's not married to no stupid black woman. Let me tell you. I think she got a couple of degrees. She don't want him back. She said whoever he's with can have him. He did not, he did not, he didn't cheat on her with a white woman because he's been very public about the fact that he likes sisters. But you already knew that your wife won't kill you, and then you lied, and she's done. And dang, Gary, I mean, it's like we're gonna have to cancel you. Like y'all remember when Robin Thicke almost got canceled by black folk behind his stuff. Gary, man, I don't know. And it's not like you married, your wife is a beautiful woman. Beautiful, intelligent. Woo! She gonna get snatched up quick. She won't have no problem getting someone else. Black, white, pink, purple. The doctor didn't know. And here's the thing. How y'all don't know? I knew this fool was married. But see, the doctor claims she wasn't on social media. She didn't do social media. So he gets with these chicks that don't do social media. I think his wife also didn't really do social media. You know what I mean? I don't think his wife really did social media. I mean, like she got maybe 20, maybe 30 pictures on her Instagram. And the pictures with their kids have little smiley faces over the kids so you can't see the kids' faces. And you see a like on a few of them from him. Well, let me see. I know plenty of doctors that are on social media. Okay. So, she just didn't do social media. A lot of people don't like social media, but I know doctors that do social media, you know, males and females. So, yeah. Matter of fact, one of my friends is like the head of the neural unit at USC. Went to college with me. He does social media. He's a doctor. Another friend of mine, also a doctor. I have quite a few friends who are doctors. Funny thing is, they all do social media. So now I know people who are like social workers or in psychiatry or that kind of stuff that are dealing with, you know, like with kids in child protective services and that kind of stuff. I know some of them who don't do social media. I have a friend who also does that, who shut down his social media because of him working with kids and stuff that were in the system. But she's a surgeon, so she's full of crap about that part. Well, here's the thing. Claudia says Claudia claims that none of her friends, to her knowledge, ever got with him, and that if she knew anything about it, she would not have condoned it, and that she wished that Kenya had not gone to social media with this. Well, she did. So now what? You know, if I was you, girl, I'd make sure that wasn't one of my friends anymore. That's what I would do. She claims all her friends are married or have men. So that doesn't mean they didn't cheat on that person with Gary. Now, Kenya alleges it's someone from Dallas. That's her allege. So, I don't know. I'm not saying, I'm not blaming Claudia one way or another because we really don't know the details. But somehow her name was in it at first, but the post that tagged her has been taken down by Kenya. She deleted it. I was wondering why I hadn't seen anything from Gary on his YouTube, like for a minute. Because remember, he was doing like, he used to be on every single freaking day. But then I guess once the comedians figured out how to still be able to tour and get their comedy out there, he no longer had a need for YouTube. And then he went out there and got his butt in trouble. I'm telling you, COVID is killing some people's marriages. I have a close family member getting in the middle of a COVID divorce because of, because of when being in close quarters and stuff. Gary is just dumb. There's nothing else to say about that situation. Gary is stupid for what he did. Derek Jackson is a narcissistic man who does what narcissists do. And he's trying to make the world believe that he's changed. His 785,000 followers on YouTube. That means he makes a nice little penny off of YouTube just off of uploads. You know what I mean? But I wonder if he's now going to be not really considered an ad-friendly channel. Wonder if he's going to lose some of his sponsorships. You know? Wonder what's going to happen with all of that. Hope he's self-publishing his books. You know, hope he wasn't thinking he was gonna get a book deal. That's all I'm saying. But you know, from what I can see, Jack, he, you know, I don't know with the Gary Owen situation. I don't know if, you know, I don't know. That one shocked me. You know, I thought he was, you know, good guy, because I knew, and I know that he knew that if his wife ever found out he cheated on her, she was gone. He don't even know how he got that woman. She's way above, you know, his grade. I'm sorry. When she got her, she said all he had was a pickup truck and good credit. That privilege. But I'm gonna tell you, she don't seem to be the type that's gonna take him back. She don't seem to be the type that's gonna take him back. It might be, but Derek's still a snake in the grass, though, Jack. He's still a snake in the grass. And you know, the way he did with his wife, you know, that's similar to how, you know, the man who's under the jail, R. Kelly, how he did his wife, how he pushed her in the background like people didn't even know who she was and stuff. And I mean, I don't know if she is choosing to make herself look mousy. I don't know. Because if you look at Homegirl's Instagram, she's a beautiful woman, you know, and so maybe it's just this whole situation, and she's like, I don't care. This is how I'm gonna dress. You know, and she says, you know, getting all dolled up and everything, that's not her ministry. Okay, girl. Okay. But I just think more stuff is just gonna fall out of the bag on this situation with Derek Jackson. He is not goals, ladies. He is not goals. You know, unless you want a narcissistic cheater, you know, who's making a mockery. Don't be using, you know, God and all that stuff in your mindless madness. It's so disingenuous, y'all. The whole situation is he's so disingenuous with this crap. He is, but let me come on camera because I know we're getting towards the end. I'm gonna come on camera because y'all know I did my hair. Y'all know. We back in the braids. Hey everybody, we're back in the braids. My braids. I did them on Monday. Yeah, I was doing the Monday. I finished the Monday. So they're like, you know, I cut them and everything. Here's David. Say hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, and he had to come over here and say hey to y'all, you know. I think I'm gonna. Let me see what you're saying. Narcissist mere validations at the time he can't stop. I mean, here's my thing. Mr. Jackson, Mr. Jackson, you need to clean it up, okay? You need to go and get some serious counseling, okay, about your whole situation. And you need to stop coming on YouTube, stop coming on Facebook, stop coming on Twitter, you know, Instagram. Just stay the hell off of social media with this BS. And don't do no more reactions to your own stuff. Like, are you serious? You're gonna react to your own freaking stuff. He on some BS, y'all. He on some BS. But you know, she's like, you know, I don't have to dress that, and that's fine. You know what? You don't have to dress up, sis. You don't have to. But you didn't have to come down there with a beret on your hair either. You know, with a hat on that looked like a bonnet. When we know you got that beautiful hair. Even if she had her hair up in a bun, a ponytail, whatever, it just would have, you know. But hey, you know, that's a minute thing. It's just, you know, it looked like she didn't want to be there. He said she has resting, you know, female dog face, pregnant female dog face, and that it wasn't that she didn't want to be there, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Oh, don't get a call back. Don't get a comeback when he blows it again. Yeah, Bill Cosby. Oh, man. Well, Derek he trying to pick up them pieces because he need that money, y'all. You know, he need that money. He's one of those football players that did not have another plan. You know, what's that other guy's name? His name is Trent Darby. That's the other one, who's a motivational speaker, who also claims to be a Christian, but I believe him. I believe he actually is one because we ain't seen him. We ain't seen none of the same stuff going on. And when he got with his, I believe they're married now. When he got with his wife, he, you know, it was, everybody knew, but he's also a football player. That's the other one who does all this stuff on here and does the motivation and has his group and all of that stuff. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, they're saying that Kirk sexually abused his son. I don't think that's true. I think that's a bunch of BS. I think the son has some mental things going on with him. I don't know if you guys saw the interview that the mom did. His mother. It appears that there's been some issues going on with Kirk Franklin's son since he was a teenager. And I'm not saying it's, I don't know. People always want to blame it on drugs. I think there may just be some, mental issues going on. And, because what kid does that? And here's the thing. I think he thought that we were going to be, oh my God, Kirk Franklin's cussing his son out. Oh my God. Oh Lord, the sky's falling. Let me just tell you something. As someone who is a believer, there are times when you have your child, especially an adult child, is doing some stuff, and you just, I'm not saying it's right, but we only heard what he wanted us to hear. We don't know what was going on in the other part of the conversation that was not released. And we're not talking about no kid. We're talking about a grown man having a conversation with his father. And apparently they had the counselor on there at one point in that conversation. So. Yep. She had another hat on. I saw she had on army fatigues. She had on army fatigue. So yeah. I don't know what's going on with homegirl. But I think there's gonna be more fallout. I hope. I don't know if she's part of his game, if she's a willing participant. I'm not sure what the heck is going on over there. But here's what I am going to say. Hopefully, as this stuff continues to fall out, and it's going to continue to fall out, that she is a strong woman. Because, looking at the past that she has, that shows you why she is with this person, and I mean, even if he's not putting his hands on her, this is an abusive, toxic relationship, and doesn't appear to be getting any better, and he's mocking God, in my opinion. He is mocking God, and I ain't down with that. I'm not even a little bit down with that. It's just a bunch of ish going on. But I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I will see you guys on Friday. I am doing a paint and sip earlier in the evening on Friday with my sorority sisters. And it's going to be on Zoom. So when I come on, I'll show you guys whatever it is that I did. It's going to be a little teeny picture, and somewhere between now and then, I'm going to be working on this because I have not been working on my paint at all. I've been busy doing other stuff, but I'm going to get around to it. I'm going to get back to it. And I will see you guys on Friday. But until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys. Peace.